Your dog is not sleeping right now. The moment you close that door behind you, something began. Something that most people never see. And once you find out what it really is, you will never leave home the same way again. Every single day, millions of dog owners grab their keys, say goodbye, and walk out the door. And most of them assume their dog just finds a cozy spot, curls up, and waits. Maybe dreams a little. Maybe choose something they shouldn't. But scientists have actually studied what dogs do in those quiet hours. They set up cameras, they measured heart rates, they observed behavior minute by minute. And what they found was something much more emotional, much more complex, and honestly, much more heartbreaking than anyone expected. So, what does your dog actually do the moment you leave? The answer starts in the very first seconds. The door clicks shut, and your dog freezes. Not out of confusion exactly, but out of intense focus. Every sense switches on at once. They listen for your footsteps. They wait for the sound of your key turning back in the lock. Their nose works overtime, pulling in the scent that you just left in the air. For several long seconds, some dogs just stand there at the door, completely still, waiting. This behavior has a name. Researchers call it separation-related behavior, and it begins almost immediately after departure. Studies using home cameras have captured dogs sitting at the front door for anywhere from 2 minutes to over 20 minutes, depending on the dog. Some whimper softly. Some sniff the bottom of the door. Some simply stare, as if by waiting hard enough, they can bring you back. This is not just habit. This is your dog genuinely trying to understand where you went. After the waiting comes the searching. Many dogs, especially those with strong attachment to their owners, will begin moving through the house. They check the kitchen. They look into the bedroom. They pause at your favorite chair. This is not random wandering. This is a deliberate search driven by scent and memory. Your dog is using every tool evolution gave them to locate you. Dogs have up to 300 million olfactory receptors in their nose. Humans have about 6 million. So when your dog walks through the house sniffing your pillow, your jacket hanging by the door, your shoes on the floor, they are not being weird. They are doing something deeply meaningful. They are holding on to you through scent. Your smell is, to them, the closest thing to your presence. It calms them. It tells them you were here, and it gives them something to anchor to while they wait. Psychologists and animal behaviorists describe dogs as having a social bond with humans that is unlike any other human-animal relationship in history. Dogs did not just adapt to live with us. Over thousands of years, they evolved specifically to need us. Their brains changed, their social instincts rewired. Today, dogs look to humans the way wolf puppies look to their pack. We are their family, we are their anchor, and when we disappear without explanation, their whole world becomes uncertain. This is why the searching happens. This is why the waiting happens. Not because your dog is needy or anxious in a broken way, but because your dog loves you in a way that is written into their biology. Now let us talk about the science. One of the most significant studies on this topic was conducted by researchers who placed cameras inside the homes of dog owners and recorded behavior during absences of different lengths. What they discovered challenged a lot of assumptions. Dogs showed the highest level of stress behavior in the first 30 minutes after the owner left. They paced, they panted, they vocalized. Some scratched at doors or windows. But then, something interesting happened. Around the 30 to 60-minute mark, most dogs began to settle. Not because they stopped missing their owner, but because their brain shifted into a kind of waiting mode. A patient, loyal, low-activity state where they essentially conserve energy until the person they love comes back. But here is where time gets complicated for dogs. Dogs do not experience time the way we do. They do not watch a clock and think, okay, 2 more hours. Their sense of time is tied to biological rhythms, hunger, light, and most powerfully, the scent environment around them. Researchers believe that as your scent gradually fades in the air throughout the day, your dog actually experiences something like an increasing sense of urgency. Your smell fades, and your dog becomes more alert, more ready, as if their nose is counting down the hours until you return. And then, you come back. Before you even touch the door handle, your dog knows. They heard your car turn onto the street. They recognize the specific rhythm of your footsteps coming up the path. Their heart rate increases. Their body floods with dopamine and oxytocin, the same bonding hormones that humans experience when reuniting with someone they love. By the time that door swings open, your dog is already at peak emotional excitement. The spinning, the jumping, the whimpering, the tail that moves so fast it becomes a blur. This is not just happiness. This is a full biological response to the return of their most important relationship. Studies measuring oxytocin levels in dogs after reunion with their owners found levels comparable to the bonding response between human parents and their children. This is not exaggeration. This is chemistry. Your dog missed you, truly, measurably missed you. And here is the final thought worth sitting with. Your dog does not know why you leave. They do not know about work or grocery runs or traffic or any of it. They only know that you are their world, and sometimes their world disappears. And every single time you leave, they wait. They search. They hold on to your scent like a comfort. And when you come back, they greet you like you have returned from somewhere impossibly far away. Because to them, you have. There is no creature on this planet that waits for you the way your dog does. There is no loyalty quite like theirs. And the next time you grab your keys and head for the door, maybe take one extra second. Kneel down. Let them smell your hands. Let them see your face. Because to them, that moment is everything. They will be waiting. They always are.